Hey, it's Warren Sharp here from Sharp Football Analysis, Sharp Football Stats. We got this beach house all week long. We're going to be recording live periscopes every day, 12:30 Eastern, so check it out. Come on in, let's show you guys around.
Now, start of the second quarter, that's what it was. Pittsburgh 3, Jacksonville 0. I'm going to do a little trivia for you guys. You guys can all participate in the chat. Start of the second quarter, the score is Pittsburgh 3, Jacksonville 0. Over the final three quarters, quarters 2, 3, and 4, Pittsburgh has 60 plays in the game. They start the whole thing off leading 3-0. 60 plays, they're at home, they have the lead. How many of those 60 plays do you think were Le'Veon Bell runs? Let's just...
Passing efficiency is 4 times more correlated to winning games than is rushing efficiency. So being able to protect your quarterback, extremely important. So you look at those 4 metrics from a passing blend. You look at the rushing blend, which contains rushing efficiency, explosive rushing, then target on occasion those running backs out of the backfield, which is another metric that should be getting more focus moving forward, because it does really help the efficiency of an overall football team. And then there's tons of other ways you can look at strength of schedule that I have at Sharp Football Stats.
The market, the Vegas market, quote unquote Vegas market, and as Chris mentioned, and it's not really, these numbers don't originate in Vegas. They originate most of the time in Costa Rica, offshore. They get copied by the Vegas books and spread throughout the industries. What you'll see here is, if you're looking at this and if you're listening on the podcast later, I'll just go ahead and tell you that the Pittsburgh Steelers faced 3 very bad pass teams to start the season, pass defenses. The Cleveland Browns, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Chicago Bears, 2 of which are playing tonight, okay, Monday Night Football. These teams ranked 22nd or worse in pass defense. That's why they're green over here. Look at this stretch of very difficult pass defenses. The Ravens, the Jaguars. Up next for the Steelers is the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Lions.
Going to adjust that game, and that's what people need to understand is books are in this not to lose money, but they on occasion will take positions on games where they are lopsided and are rooting for a specific result to occur. In other words, they think that they are more comfortable with the lopsidedness that they're getting because they feel like their position is going to succeed more often than it fails. These totals get bet all over the place. And
the key to the Steelers, if you guys don't know this already, their defense is not as good as what it used to be. They need to get Le'Veon Bell going. And the first few weeks of the season, they did not have Le'Veon Bell going. And the reason, part of the reason at least, was because of the simple fact that he was off of layoff. He didn't participate with the team in training camp, so they needed to get him going. So what ended up happening? In the first quarter, they get out the gates, 6 Le'Veon Bell runs, 50% success rate on those 6 runs. He averaged 4.2 yards per carry.
Now, you and I both know that wins and losses in the NFL don't determine who is a better team. You could have any amount of luck go your way, which is why there's edges in season win totals and forecasting them, because people think a team is what they were last year to some extent, how many games they won or lost. And the reality is that just matters for playoff seeding. A team's the best ways to measure them is via analytics in terms of how efficient was this offense, schedule related, adjust for schedule, how efficient were they against a neutral opponent. And that's how you can get a good understanding. And these things actually correlate, and you can run regression analysis from one year to the next. And it actually lines up a lot more favorably to being more consistent than a lot of people probably think from one year to the next.